good afternoon, good morning, good night, good all that. We back. Foolish Corner. Sprat.
We got some extra stuff today.
A little bit of extra, just a little bit. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. I am Kendrick.
Hey, y'all, it's Kia.
And this is the Foolish Corner podcast where we give experiences, not advice. The best advice comes from experience. You dig?
I was waiting on you to say, do your pops at the end of that.
You did.
It's going good.
Good.
Just finished washing my hair.
Agua.
I feel good. How are you?
I'm really good. Had a good day at church and dropped son off at practice. We went and bought a couch. So
it was time.
Yeah, it was time.
I feel like most people, when it comes to them big purchases, you just put it off and you put it off and you put it off.
It depends on the person though, because some people, like say for instance, when we got our new house, that was the biggest thing that we wanted to avoid was going and buying $20,000 worth of furniture. We were on the Dave Ramsey wave, no debt, no none of that stuff, which we kind of weaned off a little bit now, but it definitely depends on the person because some people, when it comes to big purchases, they're actually like, we got to have that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But some people, will be like, you know what? I'm going to use this until the wheels fall off, you know? So that's the type of people we are. Even though the wheels didn't fall off of this particular couch, but we've been in this house going on, we're on our 4th year. Well, no, we're working on getting to our 4th year.
Yeah.
So it was kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah. And guys, I want to apologize to y'all for last episode. I have restless leg syndrome, and I was literally shaking my leg for, I'd say, at least 70% of that episode. So I'm going to try to tone down on that because it really makes me look like I'm on a drug or something like that, which I'm currently not on drugs. I will pass a drug test. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out there. I'm not on.
He just has a jittery leg. That's all.
Yeah, I'm a jittery person.
Because you can't sit still.
That's a fact.
This man literally does not know how to sit still for long periods of time.
Yeah, it is. It is nothing but true to that statement. I will not deny.
I just wonder how many people even really notice it. Like I said, I don't notice it.
I was going hard. I'm talking about for real. I was going hard. It's really quite embarrassing. But at the same time, too, we all have things we have to work on. And that's just something that I have to work on. And I've been doing good so far.
Yeah. I don't think that should be embarrassing, though.
It is. It's just like a person finding it's comparable to somebody having a booger on their nose.
Sorry. Thought I turned that off.
Yeah, it's pretty embarrassing to me, but I'll get better each and every day. Get better.
Somebody pointed out to me that on my TikToks, every video, I end up scratching some part of my face or rubbing some part of my face, and I was like, you know what? I didn't even notice that, but when they pointed it out to me, I noticed it, and then I was like, okay, let me see if I can go without doing it. It's just I don't know. It just happens.
And let that be a testament to yourselves, people. You know you better than anybody. That's correct. However, sometimes other people can see stuff in you that you can't. So you definitely have to be mindful of that and don't be a stubborn person. Like some people we know that, you just hard-headed. You don't want to listen. And it's always your way or no way.
Yep.
Don't be one of them people,
A
it's
hard
always
head
room to
makes
grow.
for a soft behind.
Absolutely. You better listen. It's funny how we tell our kids that. You better listen, but ask yourself the last time that you listened. The last time that you took direction.
You never too old to learn.
Absolutely.
Ever.
And give somebody some credit sometimes, man. Besides yourself. It's been too much going on around me. I don't know. I see it on social media. I see it in person. I see it amongst, coworkers and stuff. Give people their credit, man. Give somebody some credit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree. It ain't gonna kill you.
Absolutely not.
It will not kill you. And if you feel like it will kill you, then you need some.
You need some serious help. That's what the hell you need. But anyway, man, that ain't even what we want to talk about. Today, we want to talk about something completely different. Something that I think no one really talks about. I mean, you talk about it, but you talk about it briefly. I wanted to talk about the aftermath of absent fathers. And what I mean by that is a lot of us, we grow up either without our biological fathers or without any type of father. So we can make this kind of like a interview almost. I'm gonna interview you because for anybody who don't know, I had my father. However, that father that I have, he's not my biological father. So I do have a biological father out there who, he's here. He ain't dead or nothing. You know what I mean? He's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? But to say he's a good father, I just couldn't tell that to anyone because it just would be a lie. Because I can only go off of my experience, and obviously he wasn't a father to me.
Yeah.
And that's I don't see no harm in saying something like that because I'm just telling the truth.
It's the truth.
You know what I'm saying? It's just the honest truth. But I feel like my perspective would be a little off for the viewers who don't have fathers because I actually have mine there. So I'm going to just run through some questions. This is completely off the top of my head. You understand? Like, this ain't nothing we done scripted. I didn't even wake up this morning and said this is what we're going to talk about. This came after church. I thought about it a week ago or so, but this came to me after church, and I said, I gave you a choice, right?
Yeah,
if you want to do this other one or you want to do this. She picked this one. So we can make this like an interview style. And I've always wanted to work on my interview skills. So, yeah, because I'm listen, I like to talk, and y'all can hear that right now. But I love to listen, too. I'm not one of them. You understand? It ain't all about my goddamn experience. I like to hear what other people done did because it helps me make better decisions in my life and come at things from a different approach. Sometimes to a fault, but that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But anyway, yeah, we're going to make this an interview style. So, first of all, I want to ask you, so your mother, she was a single mother?
Yes.
For the most part of your life?
Yes.
Okay. Did you ever have any encounters with your biological dad?
Yes. I could probably count on one hand how many times. I mean, I definitely can count on one hand how many times as far as I can remember. Like, I was old enough to remember, yes.
So tell me the details of these. I don't know if you want to call them visits or encounters or daddy-daughter times. What would you classify it as? Was it just I'm pulling up to see my babies? Was it?
It was like
some prison visitation. Like, what was it? What was it?
I remember. You know what? There's twice I can remember. Like, okay, I think it was our birthday. I'm a twin, so. It was me and my sister's birthday. We had to have been like 6 or 7.
Mm-hmm.
He picked us up. We went to Payless, bought some shoes. He took us to Dairy Queen to get some ice cream, and he dropped us off at my granny house. He picked us up from my granny house, dropped us off at my granny house. I don't know. I guess my mama didn't want to. I don't know. But yeah, he picked us up from my granny house, dropped us off at my granny house. And I remember when my mama got there to pick us up, she was like, what is, because the shoes we ended up with, he obviously let us pick them out. So she did not approve, obviously, because we were 6. We picked out some, I think they had like some flowers, they were like some kids. They had like flowers all over them. At least mine did. I don't remember what Rika's looked like. And then the time after that, we were like 10. I think we was like Cassidy's age, and it was Thanksgiving. And he picked us up, and we went to my papa's house. The whole family was there, and we spent Thanksgiving there, and we went home.
Whew. Yeah, that's pretty awkward for a child. But I'm gonna say this, you know, to my biological dad, Jason, you out there, if you're listening, hey man, it's never too late to come and pick me up, take me to Payless, give me some shoes.
Look, we ain't got Payless no more.
Wherever. Take me to go get me some shoes.
Shoe
take
Carnival.
me to go get some ice cream. Hey, bro, it's never too late. It's never too late, man. It's never too late. But yeah, no, that's cool. These are facts that I didn't even know. So this is helpful for the both of us. I didn't know that.
And I remember those times so vividly because it didn't happen. You know?
Yeah, definitely. So okay, well, so those were the 2 times that you had times with your dad. Okay.
There was another time he like mailed us a gift because he didn't live here. He mailed us a gift, so I remember that it was a pair of earrings. And yeah, I think that was about it. We spent a lot of time with my grandma, but he was never there.
Yeah, that's a thing. You know, I got a couple cousins, and those girls, man, they are just killing it. Man, they absolutely killing it. And you know, their biological dad, I mean, he's a good guy and all. And I can say all this because for one, I don't give a and second, I'm just stating facts. You know, I remember, you know, my grandmother used to look after them a whole lot, you know, and their mom did a whole lot for them. And I'm going to just be real. I don't think dude did a whole lot for them. But now that it's time to get married and have, you know, graduations and all this, they popping out. I mean, my dad did it to a certain extent, you know, my biological dad, but it's all good because they don't know that we want them around. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't never us that didn't want you MFers. It was y'all MFers that didn't want us. So it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying, like, we ain't gonna flip. I wish somebody would try to do that too, try to flip it on us children.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I think
and I can't. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish your sentence.
Any effort that you give is a good effort, but at the same time, you know, we wanted y'all. It's just a question of did y'all want us? You know.
And I was gonna say I can't stand the ones that put it on the mothers. Well, she didn't let me. First of all, and
that just show how weak of a brother you is.
Thank you. And I said this to your cousin.
I wouldn't let your weak A either.
Before, like, just like a woman can take a man to court, a man can take a woman to court. If you want to, you will. You didn't want to, so you didn't. Don't say, oh, well, they didn't let me. You didn't try, or you didn't try hard enough. If you want to, you will.
Yeah. Period. And if that's your only agenda, if that's what you want to do is see your kid, you're gonna attain that goal. It's just like any other goal in life. If you chasing $1 million, guess what? You gonna get close or you gonna get it. One of them 2 things gonna happen. If you're dedicated to what you're doing, if you're wanting to start a business, you're gonna be able to do it, guys. And this is my thing. This goes back to that conversation we had about sacrificing and how sometimes you're going to miss football games and basketball games and all that kind of stuff. Listen, at the end of the day, we didn't choose to be here as the children. So, yes, you're going to have to sacrifice some things, but you better remember this one thing. You understand? You better have some type of imbalance going on as far as I'm seeing my kids more than I'm actually dedicating myself to my business, because I guarantee you in the long run, you may be able to leave them a legacy and all that kind of crap, but I don't remember you. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember those great times that we had. I don't remember going fishing, Dad. I don't remember you teaching me how to turn a wrench. I don't remember none of these things because we never did it. Because you was too busy. You understand? So always remember that. I get it. You got to sacrifice to get places in life, but at the same time too, man, you don't get this time back.
At all.
You don't get zero, zilch, nothing back. So
pick your struggle and just pick the right one.
Absolutely. So let me ask, like, if you, let's say I was your dad right now, like what would you say? And be real, don't be on no. You would walk right past me and all that. If I was your dad, which I know I am your dad, but you know what I mean, yo, you know what I'm saying?
Jesus.
That's just a joke. But yeah, if I was your dad, what would you tell me if you saw me?
That's a hard one. You was shaking your leg, and I've been over here moving mine. Dang, shoot, you missed out. You missed out.
Tell him that to his face.
I mean,
I'm saying if y'all ran it, like if you seen him in the mall, like would you just walk up to him and say hi? Like, hey, how's it going? Would you give him a hug? You would not say that.
I thought you meant like if he was trying to start a conversation.
Yeah. No.
I think it just would depend on if I could see that he was.
Would you avoid him?
Probably. I think I would, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, if he like approached me, I mean, it just depends on how I was approached. Honestly, I would probably first I would try to avoid him, but you know what the thing is, he lives here. He didn't used to live in the town we're in. Now he does. My mom and my sister saw him. This was years ago. They saw him. My sister has seen him twice. Mm-hmm. They were in the mall. I believe that's where they were. They were in a store. I think it was a mall. But he walked right past both of them. Oh, no. There was another time my sister was at 7-Eleven. She said that I think he was in line in front of her, like some people in front of her. And when he turned around to leave, he looked at her, but then he just walked out the store. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Rika, she wasn't finna, she let it be. She, let him go on about his business. But I have not seen that man face to face since I was like 10 years old.
Yeah, that's tough, man. And, I avoid a lot of people out in public. Let me say that.
Me too. I'm good at it.
Some people I just can't, but some people, it ain't even about like I don't like them or nothing like that. You got something going on?
No, I was just no.
You done glanced that thing about 10 times.
Cause my mama called and she texted, so I was just making sure we was good.
All right. Just checking. I just need your undivided attention.
I'm here.
But nah, some people definitely you don't even avoid them just because you don't. Not because you don't like, or you like them and all that, but you avoid them. You just don't got time to talk. But some people, you just can't walk past them. But say, for instance, my biological dad, if I seen him, I'm of course going to see him. What's up? One thing I can say about him is he had cowardly ways when he was younger. Of course, when we were younger, because obviously he wasn't there for us. But I feel like he's grown out of that. You know what I'm saying? I can't necessarily call him a coward now. What your dad did to you, or not you, to your sister and to your mom, that's what you call a to-date coward, in my opinion. You know, you are a coward today. You were a coward yesterday. You were a coward probably when you was swimming around in your daddy's, So it's one of them things. Like, I just... Cause if you mess up like you messed up with being the cool, but just don't be a coward all your life. Even like my little cousin's father, like, I mean, at least dude's showing up now. You know what I mean? Like, he could just be
on the same
grid,
stuff.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because at least Jason, like, he reaches out. He tries.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
And that says something about a person. Like, yes, I messed up. I wasn't there for you as a child, but hey, maybe now we can be friends at least. Like, yes, I can't be the dad that you needed me to be back then, but we can have that open line of communication now. Like, I can do something now. That says a lot,
Yep. And that's why I've even told Kia in the past, I know your dad probably ain't the best guy and all that, but it's up to you. It's up to us to treat people how we want to be treated. And nowhere in the book that I read, treat people how you want to be treated as long as they treating you well. See, that's the key. You understand? Like, it never said that.
Yeah.
It only says treat people how you would want to be treated. I would want to be treated good, so I try to treat people good. You understand? So it's one of them deals like, and nowhere in there did it say that people were going to treat you that way. You understand? So I don't want people to see me and be like, man, I didn't have some oppressors. I didn't have some people, you know, that have taken advantage of me. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, maybe I've done that to somebody. Maybe I've disrespected somebody. Maybe I violated somebody and didn't even know it. So the way I look at life is this: for all of the wrong that I did versus all of the wrong that people did against me, I always put what I did, I always one up it. And the only reason I say one up it is because if I put too much, then I'm always constantly going to be in my own head and always trying to please people.
Yeah.
But if I put too much on people, then I'm just going to be one of them people who it's always everybody's fault.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
And
so
angry and bitter.
Exactly. So I
Yeah.
do that to make sure and maintain that, listen, I'm going to treat people how I want to be treated, and I'm not going to make excuses to be a bitter person, to be a angry person. You know what I'm saying? Just hating everybody, oh, I didn't have my real dad. You had your real dad. I got a friend right now. He always want to talk about what somebody else got and why he don't do right because somebody else did something to him, man. I hate that, bro.
Yeah.
Like, that's not who you want to be. Ain't got nothing to do with what people done did to you and all that. You think everybody done had something done to them? You know what I'm saying?
And it's like it's easy to use that as a cop out. It's easy I could easily be this bitter, just evil person. Oh, well, I didn't have no daddy, so that's my excuse to do this and do that.
Exactly.
No, first of all, I had an amazing mama, an amazing granny, and an amazing auntie. And my brother, like, he was there. Like, I had people to take care of me.
Yeah.
So I don't have an excuse to be a nasty person just because I didn't have a dad around.
Yep.
We were very well taken care of.
Exactly.
Regardless. So I've never held on to that. Like, yeah, it sucked as a kid, but I can't do nothing about that.
But see, let me tap into the meaning of this episode. This is the meaning of this episode. You bring up a very valid point. You had your brother, you had your sister, you had your mom, you had your auntie, you had your granny. Her immediate family is kind of small.
Yeah.
Well, when you have absent fathers who don't do what they're supposed to do, they don't take their daughters and their sons out to tell them, hey, this is your family. This is your other family. That ain't just your family. That's not the only family you got. You get close into what you know. And, you know, we've had our little spats about, you know, well, you just too close off. You just too close to your immediate family. But at the end of the day, I can't blame her for that because of absent fathers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's our jobs to come in and say, no, this is not your only family. You need to go and mingle with them too. You know what I'm saying? You need to be more open. You need to, you know what I'm saying? Like, know that, hey, you got more help in this world. It's not just, you can't just accept what the world will give you. But the sad part about it is we got fathers that's there. We got fathers that's not there. We got fathers that's have but there doing some of those same things and having some of those same characteristics that's creating this stigma in our community.
Yeah. That,
you know, oh, it's you or nobody. I mean, it's get or get got. You know what I'm saying? It's no help out here for you. It's, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing it to us. You know what I'm saying? If I was a single kid if I was a kid with a single mom, I wouldn't trust nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't, it'd be me and my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, screw everybody else.
Yep.
And I understand how people can get into those habits because you got these absent fathers, some absent mothers that place so much responsibility on their kids. And that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
Man.
That They don't know how to trust nobody else, and I don't blame them.
And that I have said, like, for a while, I've been aware that I have trust issues, but I know that that's one thing that stems from not having a father. It's like, if I couldn't trust the man that helped bring me into this world to take care of me,
yep,
and raise me and be there, how do you trust somebody else to do what they should do or say they gonna do?
Absolutely.
Like that, how do you make that make sense? How do you make that fit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, this man was supposed to be there and he wasn't. So why would anybody else?
That's an excellent point. Excellent point. I mean,
and vice versa for kids that have moms that disappear. I think that's 100 times worse. Yeah. Like, to know your mother left you when she was the one that carried you, like, that's supposed to be that's the first connection you have. So I definitely feel for kids, adults that have grown up and didn't have their mom. Like, it's one thing not to have your dad, but not to have your mom because she just decided she didn't want you. Like, that would be a hard pill to swallow for me.
Absolutely. What's that song? Sometimes I feel like a motherless child.
Man.
Yeah.
That would be crazy. Nobody.
But hey, it's this is gonna be a part one, first and foremost. We're gonna continue this conversation another day. This is deep. This is really, really, really deep. This is something that can't be even talked about in a lifetime.
Yeah.
It's going to continue to happen. And I'm going to continue to encourage fathers, especially our black fathers. You got to step up, man. You got to step up to the plate and never underestimate the power of picking up the phone.
Facts.
Of sending a message. Of sending a DM. Y'all have more options these days, which means y'all have less of an excuse.
Yes.
There never were excuses, but the excuses y'all made, now you got even less.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to do better.
And like you said earlier, it's not too late. If you got a child out there and you've been missing,
never
pick up the phone now.
Never.
Pick up the phone now. But me at 32, I mean, we'd have
it's still not too late.
It's not too late. It ain't gonna be easy, but it's not too late. But if you have a child who is still a child, pick up the phone. Yep. If you trying to say the mama ain't, go to court.
Do something.
Do something.
Do something.
Do something to show you trying.
Only reason I say that is because we ain't lawyers. We don't know your situation and all that. But do something. Do something. Start a riot. Do something. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. It's your baby, man. Like I said, you ain't never getting that time back. So you better use it wisely. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to look back and have nothing to show for it. No. And I'm gonna say one thing before we leave, because I watch a lot of finance guys and I see a lot of them talk about how your will and stuff, you can do whatever you want as a parent. But I will say this. And if you want to keep your will away from your kids, then you can do that. That's true. However, to you guys that ain't worth the crap, that's the least that you can do, is at least leave your kids something. And I ain't even talking about no monetary. Leave them some land. I don't care. Do something. Do something under woodworks. Because some of y'all literally go scot-free in life, just sperm donor.
For real.
You know what I'm saying? So that's my only argument, because I agree with that. Like, you should be able to do whatever you want with your will. But at the end of the day, to you deadbeat people, man, y'all something else. Especially you ones who have done things in life and have reached some type of success. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother day.
Oh, yeah, they could go on. Yes.
Yeah, it could go on for forever. But we're going to wrap it up here. We want to thank y'all for listening. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. Fuller's Corner Podcast, where we give experiences, not advice. The best advice is experience. Holla at y'all next week. Peace.
Bye.